just quick while I'm editing this. This is my first tutorial, so please leave a comment and tell me what I should improve on. Thank you. Hey, what's up? It's Alex. I'm bringing you this tutorial on how to make liquefied text. So what you're gonna need for this tutorial is Adobe Illustrator and Adobe Photoshop. So the first thing you do is you create your text, like so. Make it as big as you want. And then we are going to duplicate it by pressing Alt and duplicating it, and press Shift so we can align it. So make a good, duplicate it 3 times and have a little bit of spacing. Now just color them. So for this tutorial I will use these colors. You can use whatever you want, but I would suggest making it so it's a good gradient. So it looks like a good gradient. So what I'll do now is I will select the text and expand appearance, or expand, so that each letter is a separate object, and I'll do that to all 3 of the texts, like so. Okay, so now that all of them are selected, or in a separate lettering kinda, you want to come and go ahead over here and press this tool. Hold Shift and select the letters that you want to move. So in this I want to select all these 3 letters like this, and then I'll move all of them closer to the A so that they connect like this. So you see how they are connected right here? I want to do that with every letter, so come around here, do it to all of the letters. Make sure that they all are selected and not only the anchor points, like this. Oh, it's a bit far. There we go. So we want to try to make the letters connect similarly, like you see there. This one didn't get moved one time. I don't know why. We'll just move it. Okay, and then we're going to do the same with the F, like so. Now you see that each letter is connected in a certain way. So yeah, if you want to, you can select these to round out the corners. I would actually recommend this if you want it to be not like the edges not to be like that sharp, and you can decide for yourself how you want it. But after you've grouped up the letters like this, press W to select the merge tool and use these settings. You can use anything from 100 to 1000 depending on how good your PC is. I'll use 1000 for this tutorial. So on default it's on smooth color, so you want to use specified steps. So after that you come over here and then you select the letters like this, and now you'll have something that looks kind of like this. So I want the white on top. For this you just go back to the tool that we just used, press this line, press the anchor on time, and pull it up to the top, like so. So now you see that the white is on top, but the third color that we used isn't here. So what you want to do then is to press this anchor, which is the anchor for the bottom text or the darkest text, and you want to put it under. So now it's pretty stretched. I want to make a few more movements like this, a few more adjustments, sorry, like this. So now our text looks like this. This is how I probably want it to be, maybe a little bit longer, because it will be easier to warp it and liquefy it. So I'm gonna make this line a little longer, like so. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to select all of this and then drag it over into our Photoshop document. And it's going to look like this. And since it's a vector art from Adobe Illustrator, we can size it up and it won't be pixelated, like so. So depending on how strong your PC is, it might take a while for the vector to load in. So now we have something that looks kind of like this. So when you're ready, you can go over to filter, press liquify, and then this is where the fun begins. You can mess around and form this how you want it to be, or how you want it to look. So first off, I'm just going to begin making some twirls like this. Then I'm going to go over to 77-ish and just start forming this how I want it to look. Go over to this tool, begin warping it around like you want it. So I was like, yeah, maybe. So now I want to change a little bit more hair. It doesn't look that natural if you use the twirl tool, so I'll just do some changes like this instead. Cool. That looks better. So I don't like how it looks at the bottom, so I'm just do like this. Or maybe yeah, we can leave some of it like that. So what we'll do now is we'll hold Alt, make a copy of this, go over to Filter, Blur, add a Gaussian blur. This will just round out the edges. I think I'll have around maybe 10. 10 looks good, just to make it kind of glowy around the edges and make them a little bit less sharp, like so. I will pull this down actually a little bit, like so. Okay, now that we have that, we can add a little bit of noise. I like how that looks. Just like this. This is the settings that I will use. This completely depends on how big your document size is. I'm using 1500 by 1500, so 5% will look good. Just makes it a little bit noisy. I think that's a cool touch. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This is my first ever tutorial, and let me know what you want to see more of in the future. I'll plan to make a few of these a month. And if I get good enough feedback, I'll maybe step up and maybe do once a week, but we'll have to see. And I'm still learning a lot in Photoshop. I'm pretty much a beginner, and yeah. So thank you all for watching. Like the video, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you.